Stillwater was known for its peace. The Thompson family embodied that peace. John Thompson, a carpenter with calloused hands and a kind heart. Margaret, his wife, known for her pies and her gentle spirit. Their son, Jake, was a bright boy, always eager to help his father. Life was simple, honest, and quiet. The air was always filled with the scent of freshly cut wood and Margaret's apple pie. They were content in their world of warmth and love. They were blissfully unaware of the shadows lurking just around the corner. Mr. Duquesne was a tall, gaunt man with eyes that seemed to hold the chill of the grave. He carried himself with an air of quiet authority that unsettled the townsfolk. He wasted no time in visiting the Thompsons. His arrival was sudden, his manner unnerving. He sat stiffly in their living room, his gaze fixed on Jake. Mr. Duquesne had a proposition. He wanted Jake to marry his granddaughter Celeste. He spoke of uniting their families, of dowries and prosperity. Margaret felt a chill crawl down her spine. Something about his proposal felt wrong, like the air before a storm. Her instincts screamed at her to refuse. She politely declined, her voice firm despite her unease. Mr. Duquesne's face hardened. He left with a chilling promise. "You will regret this," he hissed, his voice barely a whisper. "You cannot escape what I have planned." The days that followed were like a descent into a nightmare. A palpable unease settled over the Thompson house. The scent of fresh wood was replaced by the cloying smell of decay. The once bright flowers in their garden withered, their petals turning black. Margaret found piles of dirt on their doorstep, arranged in strange, unsettling patterns. Whispers followed them through the town, whispers that spoke of curses and voodoo magic. Jake, once full of life, grew quiet and withdrawn. He complained of nightmares, of voices calling his name from the shadows. His skin took on an unhealthy pallor, and his eyes, once bright with mischief, now held a haunted, distant look. Fear, cold and sharp, pierced Margaret's heart. She knew with a mother's certainty that something was terribly wrong. Desperate, Margaret sought help from Miss Eliza, an old woman who lived on the outskirts of town. Miss Eliza, with her knowing eyes and weathered hands, confirmed Margaret's fears. A dark spell, laced with malevolent intent, had been cast upon Jake. The refusal had angered Mr. Duquesne, unleashing his dark magic. Miss Eliza wasted no time. She led Margaret in a cleansing ritual. Herbs were burned, their pungent smoke filling the air. Margaret chanted words in a language she didn't understand, her voice trembling with a mother's fierce love. A single black feather, cold and ominous, fell from Jake's pillow. The air crackled with unseen energy. As the ritual reached its peak, a blood-curdling scream tore through the night. It was Jake, his voice raw with terror and pain. Then silence. The spell was broken. Jake, pale and weak, was free. The shadows receded, the air felt lighter, but peace, once shattered, is not easily restored.